Okay, our next guest says car accidents can be a life-changing experience, and sometimes the accident itself is just the beginning. Aaron is at the Bailey and Galyen Legal Cafe in Fort Worth to learn more about their attorneys and how they can help. Good morning, Aaron.
Hello, Jane, and good morning, Texas. I'm here with Michael Galyen. He is the Executive Vice President of Bailey and Galyen Law Offices. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So glad to have you. Okay, so tell me, what does Bailey and Galyen do to help people out, especially when they go through a traumatic experience such as a car crash?
Yeah, so at Bailey and Galyen, we've been representing victims who have been injured in car wrecks for over 40 years, from collecting evidence to filing claims with insurance companies, getting them medical care, and even financial assistance if necessary. Absolutely.
I think that's knowledge that is out there, but it's definitely hard to come by, especially if you don't know what you're doing and you're in a sporadic state, especially after a car crash. You've spoken before about insurance, or the lack thereof, in Texas, but what are some of the problems that you've noticed your clients are facing?
Yeah, so in Texas, the minimum insurance requirements are what's referred to as a 30-60 policy, meaning $30,000 minimum coverage per person, or $60,000 total for the accident. So imagine, there's 5 people in the car. There's only $60,000 between all of them that they can split. So when you're talking about an ambulance to the emergency room, these expenses pile up, and before you know it, that money is gone.
Wow. Okay, tell me, because obviously we want to seek solutions, right? So what can we do to avoid these problems?
So there are different types of insurance policies that people can purchase if they want to protect themselves from uninsured or underinsured motorists. There's personal injury protection, and there's UIM or UM insurance. Personal injury protection is for your medical bills regardless of who's at fault for the accident. So maybe it's your own fault, but you get some medical bills. That can help you out. Whereas the UIM is for an uninsured or underinsured motorist. It's just a little bit of extra protection for you in that event, like I was saying, that they only cover minimum policies. Which
I think is so important, because you know what? Living in Texas, on Texas roadways, you have no idea whether it's going to be your fault or someone else's. Life happens so quickly on the highway. You also mentioned that people should reach out right away, that time is of the essence. Why is that?
Well, the biggest thing is the insurance companies, for the most part, aren't necessarily there to help you out, right? They want to minimize the claims that they're paying, and so they're doing things on their end, and you want to make sure you're protecting yourself on your end. So whether that's setting up the claim, gathering evidence, making sure you do get medical care if necessary, those sorts of things you definitely need to do immediately, and so that's why we're here to help in that instance.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's some great knowledge. And I also want to point out that this is a legal cafe, and so this is a safe space to come and get that information, right?
Absolutely. A lot of people who've never had an attorney before will be a little bit scared to go to a large office building with a bunch of attorneys, and there's a front desk, and it's just uncomfortable for some people.
It is.
So here in downtown Fort Worth and nearby all the courthouses, they can come in, you can get a cup of coffee, you can relax, and you can get some legal advice.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge. Like you said, you can come here, get a chai latte, be in a safe space, get some real knowledge from lawyers who do this every day, because it's definitely difficult to navigate insurance, especially when you're in it for the first time or when you're in a sporadic state. So again, Michael, thank you so much for all that you do for people in our community.
Thank you.
All right. Well, to learn more or get help today, you can call 1-800-LAW-OFFICE or go to texasattorney.com.